Alright guys, I'm going to give you a quick breakdown here of what campaigns, ad sets, and ads are in your Facebook Business Manager. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown, show you what it all is, and then I'm going to go into our actual Facebook Business Manager and physically walk through and show you what all these mean. So if looking at this doesn't make sense, just hold tight with me and we'll get there. So at the campaign level, that's where you're going to select your objective. Your objective might be, I want to get more video views, or I want to get more engagement on my posts. Maybe I want to put a send message button on there so I can get people messaging me. So at the campaign level, that's where you select your objective, the whole point of the campaign. What is the reason that you're making it? Now you drop down here to the ad set level. That's where all the nitty-gritty happens. That's where you can do all your interests, your targeting. You can select your placement if you want it in Canada, United States, or Australia. That's where you can select your targeting as well, like I mentioned, your interests, your demographic, your age range. So that's all at the ad set level, where you put in all the meat, what you want to happen with your campaign, where you want it to go. And then down at the ad level, that's your creative. That's where you'll select your image, your copy, maybe your video or text, links, buttons. That all happens down at the ad level. So campaign is your objective, ad sets all your targeting, and then ads is your actual physical post or ad that you're making that's going to go to the targets through whatever objective you have here. So now I'm just going to jump over to my business manager and physically show you what that means, because that was probably all Greek to you. So in your ads manager account, yours is going to look a little different. These just have our current active ads and some existing ones. So you go to create a campaign here, create a new campaign. So you can see on the left here, it actually breaks it down from your campaign level to your ad set level down to your ad level. So when you're building your campaign, you start at the campaign level, figure out your objective, and then once that's all done, then you go down to your ad set, then your ads. So currently we're in the campaign. So I'm going to do one for engagement. These are all different objectives you can choose. Maybe you want more messages, maybe you want a ton of video views on that sick new video you just made, or maybe you want to just boost your post or get your likes campaign going. That's where you use the engagement one. Down here we'll select post engagement. That's the equivalent of a boosted post off your page. So our campaign name, I'll just leave it engagement. This is just to show you guys how campaigns, ad sets, and ads really all work together. Budget, not that it matters, but I'll just go $5 a day. So that's all you do at the campaign level. You're selecting your objective, you're telling Facebook, I want more video views, I want more engagement, more likes, comments, and shares. That's all the campaign level is. Then on the left hand side here, you can see we drop down into the ad set level. So here is where all the fun is. This is where you can select, like I mentioned, your location, your age range, all the targets, your niche specific people you want to talk to. So you can select Canada, maybe you want to talk to United States, your ad to go there. You can even, I've been messing around with this a bit lately, even get as specific as, say, your hometown. Maybe you just only want to hit your hometown. So mine's Dawson Creek, BC. So you type that in, and your ad can actually hone in. Anybody in their personal profiles who has Dawson Creek as their hometown will start to see this ad. So you can even do the radius. So anybody who lives in Dawson Creek plus within 50 miles of city limits, they're going to start seeing this ad. It's pretty neat. And then as far as age goes, so age range, you don't want to leave it as widespread as possible. You might think that's a good idea because you can get all these tons of more people in there, but really, who do you want to work with? These people are going to be on your team, your business partners. Do you really want to be 20 years old working with a 50-year-old? Chances are not. Maybe you do, that's up to you. But for us, we typically go around the kind of 10 years before, 10 years after us sort of range, 20-year span, roughly. 24 to 45 is our typical age range. Boom. So then you can see anybody within Dawson Creek city limits, 50 miles, who are between the ages of 24 and 45. You can see on the right hand side here, it actually shows you your audience size. So your potential reach is 26,000 people. And with my budget I set up at the campaign level of $5 a day, this is the reach I'm going to get on a $5 a day budget. if I were to go back to my campaign on the left here and select, say, $10 a day, then my reach would most likely double here. It would show 600 to 2,000 people I could be reaching. And then the potential post engagement down here is shown as well. So continue scrolling down here. This is where you can get into your targeting, and this is one of the coolest parts of it. So, what are we going to target today? Let's just try ice hockey, since that's popular in Dawson Creek. So ice hockey. You type that in, you can actually see in the interest, there's 161 million people in that who like that interest on their profiles. Now I'm going to select that, and that's not going to change my potential reach on the right hand side to 161 million, because that 161 million is across all of Facebook, all age ranges, and all locations worldwide. So 161 million worldwide like ice hockey, but I only want the people who like ice hockey and are between my age ranges of 24 and 45 and are in Dawson Creek or within 50 miles. So once I select ice hockey, it shows me on the right 13,000 people. Cool, half the town. That's why I chose it. It's a huge popular sport there. So ice hockey. So you can also, if you want other one-offs from ice hockey, you can hit suggestions and it'll show you like, oh yeah, Stanley Cup, that's a good target, I'll try that one out. Or National Hockey League. You can scroll down here, there's a million different ones you can choose from. These are all just pre-existing ones I've messed around with. And then you can even narrow it down further. So maybe, yeah, I want to talk to people who like ice hockey, but I also want only the people who like ice hockey and they only like Vancouver Canucks. So that's where you can narrow it down even more. Select the narrow audience here. So they like ice hockey, but they must also match being a Vancouver Canuck fan. Boom. So that drops it down to 2,000 people on the right hand side here. So that narrows my reach even more, but now you're getting that specific audience. So once you're happy with your location, your age, your targets, as well as targets, before I leave here, you can go to browse. If you can't think of any targets for whatever reason, go to your browse here and you can select. They got a million here to choose from. Maybe you want to hit in education. You can go to people who are have a master's degree, people who are still in high school, people who are in college. You can just get specific in that way too. There's a 100 different ways of doing this. So I would really suggest going through browse, looking through all of these, becoming familiar. There's some pretty neat ones in there as well. So then once you've finished that, you go down to your placements. So placements is where you're going to select where within the platform or the Facebook approved sites where your ad is going to be delivered. So I typically leave it in automatic. I let Facebook, if there's a certain area within the platform that starts, my ad starts taking off, Facebook funnels the budget there. When you have it in automatic, that's how it works. I let Facebook take care of that. They're much smarter than I am. But if you want to narrow it down, maybe you only want to hit your ad in the news feeds, or maybe only in Facebook stories, or only on Instagram, this is where you would go to select edit placements. Now on edit placements, you can select where in Facebook or where in the feeds you want it to go. Do you want it in your Facebook news feed, your Instagram feed? You can select your stories, messages, Facebook approved app sites. So I've even seen my ad on a CBC News app. I was scrolling through and saw myself, what the heck, how am I on there? Did a little research and found out that's what this apps and sites means. There are some Facebook approved apps that you can push your ad out to, so people can be on, not even on Facebook or Instagram, scrolling through the news or scrolling through the weather, and your ad can pop up there. So super cool as well, just increasing your reach. Another thing to note on placements, depending on what your campaign objective is, you will notice there's different placements available for you. Not that it'll show all the same placements here, but you won't have a checkbox beside it if you're not able to use it. You'll just notice differences, subtle differences. So if you go to a video views objective, you're going to have a little different selection here as well. Just something to keep note of. So once you're happy with all that, come down here where our ad is optimized for post engagement. That's what we want, the most people to like, comment, and share on our ad. All looks good. I don't touch any of this. That's all Facebook defaulted. It works every time. I just leave it as is. So once you're happy with that, you can hit continue. And then on the left hand column, you can see here we're down at the ad level. So this is the final level, like I showed you in our cool picture here, where you do your image, your links, your video, your text. We've done the campaign, which we selected engagement. Ad set level, that's where we did our placements, our targeting, our location. Now we're on the ads. So at the ad level, this is where you'll want to make sure you select your page for your Facebook page. If you are connected to your Instagram and you've selected Instagram in your placements on your ad sets, this is where you select your Instagram account to make sure your ad gets placed there. Otherwise, a warning will flag up if you have an Instagram placement and you don't have your profile selected here. So then at this stage in the game, you have made some Facebook posts already. So maybe there's some you want to boost, and boosting just means you can pay Facebook to get your post out to whatever audience you selected. So I'll go with that one. I like that one. So use existing posts, and then you select a post. So this will pop into your page. So up top you can see you can select any recent posts on your Facebook page, or if your Instagram is connected, you can pull them off there too. So I'll just do an Instagram for the heck of it. Boom. Continue. And then you can see it pop up here. This is where you'll get a display of it here. And you could even, if you wanted, you can even add a button, send message button. So if you have a call to action saying, hey, send me a message or whatever, then that's where you can add your send message button. So they just have a quick one click, boom, your Facebook Messenger pops up. And the easier you can make it for attracting your clientele, the better it is. So at the ad level, once you're happy, if you hit an existing post, of course you're already happy with your creative. This is all pulled off of your Facebook page and just going to be boosted. But if for whatever reason you don't want to do that, if you're happy with that, good, go down, confirm, done. If you want to build a completely separate ad that's not on your Facebook page, that's where you go to create ad. You would go down, you can upload an image or a video right off your computer, type in your text here, and add your button in here. It's that easy. Same thing, once that's all done, it's going to populate a preview here. You can see exactly what it looks like, just like our existing post looked like. Happy with that, scroll down and confirm. Boom. Now I'll just give you a quick show of what existing post looks like, or either of these. So once you're happy with either the ad you've created or the existing post you've chosen off your Facebook or Instagram, you will hit confirm. Instagram is not the creator of this. Okay, so it unselected there. So that's the warning it'll show you. So you select your Instagram account, scroll down, confirm. Alright, so once you get to this area, you'll see at the top it's publishing there. So it's publishing your campaign, your ad set, and your ad. Awesome. So once that's published, you're going to see it come up here in where all your ads are shown. So ours is named engagement. The delivery status, it's currently in review. So we've shot it off to Facebook. They're going through it, making sure it meets all their policies, guidelines, all their criteria. Once they're happy, they'll send you a notification. Yep, your ad's approved. You're good to go. And then it'll show up as these active ads we have running here. And you're off to the races. Congratulations, you've just done your first ad.